Hello. Hi. I did not mean to look like Wednesday Addams. It is time for, everyone say it with me, the Antihaul. Oh, yay! Exciting. God, why do I look? Oh, God. I don't like how I look, but we're going with it. The month of June. Oh, wait, I have to talk about the Antihaul. What is an Antihaul? Well, it's when I go through all of the releases of the last month, which in this case is June, and I talk about all the ones I didn't buy because I am a K-pop collector. And the point of an anti-haul is to try to not buy things. So we talk about not buying things. That's what I'm going to do. It's really just a review of the things that came out last month. And I go, I'm not buying it. But it's fun. Come along. Watch the video. June was, oh man. I have spent the most money this month so far this year. Like, it's not even close. It's like twice as much as what I've been spending on average every other month. So look forward to that when I do the breakdown of what I spent on K-pop in the year of 2022. A lot of that is because there was a lot that came out in this month, and there's a lot coming out next month. June and July will be the death of me, and I want them to be over so I can start saving money again. I've got my Yubin mug of wine. I've got my notes. Anti-haul, let's go. Joe Yuri, OP22, Y-WALTZ in major. So Yuri from IZ*ONE. I love her, and I love this, but I have not bought it yet. If I do end up buying it, I would like to buy it. I bought Glassy, her debut. This is her first comeback, and I love it. I really do. But I talked about this, I believe, in the last anti-haul. I'm so sorry that I haven't posted a lot because that was like the last video on my channel. When it comes to solo artists, I really just don't like buying the new copies. Like, I don't want to spend over $20 on this. It's harder to convince me to do it even if I really want it. That's how I feel about this. So I would like to buy it used. And so far I haven't seen a price down used copy to buy. So I haven't bought it. But knowing myself, if enough time goes on and I don't buy it, I might not ever buy it. But I would like to. I just want it to be cheap. Like I said, I spent a lot of money this month and I'm trying to not spend a ton of money. So I need a cheaper version. I saw she did do a jewel case and I hate her for that. Not her, but the company. She's jewel cases, I swear to freaking God. TRENDZ, Blue Set, Chapter 2, Choice. I believe they debuted this year. I think. There's been so many new boy groups, I cannot keep track. I thought this was pretty decent. It was way better than I expected it to be. Still not my thing. If you're a follower of this series, you know, me and boy groups, I struggle to find a reason to buy boy group albums, especially newer ones. So, no. Secret Number, DOOMCHITA. I own 2 Secret Number albums. Their first 2, their debut and Got That Boom. I did buy them both used, and I don't think I'm going to buy any more Secret Number albums. I have to be careful what I say because Secret Number has got kind of a scary fan base. Very powerful. They're almost like orbits. My bias in Secret Number was Denise, and she left the last comeback. She wasn't there, and I wasn't a big fan of the song. And I'm not really a big fan of this song either. It's just very much not my style. I'm happy that they're succeeding, right? They've been growing a lot. Like I said, their fan base is very passionate, but I just think Secret Number is not a group for me, and I don't think I will continue buying their albums. Ooh-ah, Joy. I love this group so much. So I bought a lot of copies. I did their Make Star and I won. So hopefully I can do a video on that. But yeah, I bought a lot of copies and I bought all the member jewel cases. Can't believe a Nugu group like GOLBUUDA can do the member jewel cases as well. I love them. Anyway, moving on. BTS Proof. There's a lot of groups with some scary fan bases. In this video, I am just realizing, I'm imagining I'm going to get a lot of dislikes. Sorry. So, BTS. This album. I own a BTS collection. Like, they were the very first group I ever collected. Like, the first alts I ever had. It's been like years since I've kind of stopped following BTS that much. I mean, I still follow them, but I wouldn't consider myself an ARMY. I haven't bought their past releases. Like, I didn't buy Butter. I didn't buy... What was the other one? What was that song? The slower song that wasn't Butter. Was that last year? Yeah, I've not really been following them too closely. As for this release, it's really expensive. I know there is a cheaper version. I don't want the cheaper version. It's just small, and I kind of like the big packaging. But it was an anthology, is what they called it. It's a greatest hits, kind of. It's just really expensive. And it's not new songs. There's just a few. I have a very hard time convincing myself to spend like $60 on this. Especially when I haven't bought kind of their most recent stuff in general. Because their last thing was also like $30. And I didn't want to buy that. I'm going to pass on this. I'm pretty okay with not completing my BTS collection. I'm okay with not furthering it. It's kind of a weird place to be, I guess. I never technically had a full collection. I never did multiple versions for them because I collected them so early on. With just how I am with them now, it doesn't make sense to me to really work on that collection. Yeah, like I've said, I won't be buying this. But I look forward to what they'll do in the future. I really hope these solos will have physical copies because I would really like to purchase some of those when they happen. I'm excited to see what will happen to BTS in these next years. Little Cherry and GOLBUUDA Space Talk. So this actually came out, I believe, last month, but a physical copy has now come out. I think it's just a jewel case. So Little Cherry is an artist I've never gotten a chance to speak about on this series because she doesn't do physical releases, but she is someone that is so worth talking about. So if you don't know Little Cherry or GOLBUUDA, they are, I guess, K-hip-hop. You know, they're not your K-pop, okay? So it makes sense if you've never heard them. You may have heard of Little Cherry from, was it CL? That or Hyo? Was it both? She is a character. You just gotta check out her music, right? It's out there. It's funny. It's fun. It's not for everyone. Check it out. This album is very much a more tamed down Little Cherry. I don't even know what to say. Check it out. I don't plan on buying it. I don't really buy jewel cases unless I feel like I have to. Which, you know, I never have to, but when I feel like I have to. But for a K-hip-hop album, I don't really want to do that. So nope. But I do hope that they put out more physical copies for future releases and maybe just like some fun packaging. Because they're such out there artists that they could do such weird packaging. It would just fit their brand. So they should do that. Bugaboo. Pop. It's a single album, but I bought it because I love them. Wonho, Facade. I think that's how you say it. It is Facade, right? Not Facade. 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 Wonho. Oh, I love him. I don't think I bought this. I have been a terrible Wonho collector in that I bought the first two and have not bought the 3 that have come after it. Kind of going back to what I said earlier, in that with solo artists, I find it really hard to spend the money on it, unless it's like Taeyeon or IU. They're exceptions. For just like regular solo artists, it's hard. It's hard to convince myself. So if I buy this, I'm buying it used. Yerin, Pisces. I think this is another release that actually happened the month before, but has later come out with a physical release. I think this is not her best work. I do like Yerin. I have one of her albums. Her albums in general go out of print and are very hard to buy when they go out of print. So if you're even considering it, you should just buy it. The packaging for this is round, which is gross. Not a fan of round packaging. It's limited edition, which always just makes it so tempting. But I won't do it. I won't buy it. DRIPPIN, Villain, 0. Single album. But it does have 3 songs, I think, which is like the best scenario for a single album. However, it's not for me. I've said this multiple times when I talk about DRIPPIN, is I'm a Golden Child fan, and I don't like how similar they are to Golden Child. I thought this, however, was a good distinction, or like, it wasn't very Golden Child-esque. So I like having kind of a more unique sound for them. So I hope that they kind of keep going this route. PIXY, Reborn. My favorite title track that PIXY has yet to do. This title track, oh, it's so good. I love this. Album as a whole, not as much love. That sounded kind of harsh. What I'm saying is I really love the title track. The rest of it was fine. I don't plan on buying it. I don't buy PIXY. PIXY as a group, even though they are a newer girl group, and I love my newer girl groups, I like some of their stuff, but they're not a group that really clicks for me. The like concept of PIXY isn't quite my style. I say this as I'm like all like dark and gothy in my stupid Wednesday Addams look. It wasn't on purpose. Like I said, I really do like this title track. But yes, I won't be buying this. I don't intend on collecting PIXY in general, but who knows? That can always change. I went years without collecting some groups, and now they're my ults. So, who knows? BDC, Blue Sky. What was this? BDC? So, it's a single album. It's 2 songs, and they're like slow songs. Boys. You're a new group. You're not very well known. Now is not the time. It's summer, too. Why are you dropping slower songs, man? Like, they're nice. I've liked some BDC stuff, okay? This wasn't it. I mean, I still thought it was fine. But come on, man. That was not the time. Won't be buying this. Omega X, story written in music. They got a full album. Didn't y'all just debut? Was that this year? Actually, it might have been last year. But it's so recent. And it's 12 songs. That's so long for K-pop. And yep, I definitely listened every single song all the way through. Yep. Yep. Totally did that. Yeah, it's not for me. I do like the title, though. The title is very Golden Child. I wish it was Golden Child, though. I like the idea behind it. It's very much my style of boy group music. Kepler, Doublast. I swear to God, I have been calling this Double Blast until I did this. And like, it's not Doublast. It's like Doublast. Like double, but Double Blast, Blast. My mind was blown figuring that out. It's stupid. Now that I know, I can't unsee it, and I hate it. But I did buy this. I bought the regular copies, I bought the jewel case copies, and signed M-Wave ones. So we get to do another fun reveal of whose signature I got when that comes in like 4 months. LOONA, summer special, flip that. I did buy this, and they are so lucky I don't talk about the albums I bought. I bought all 4 versions. Because I had a really hard time picking the photo book I wanted. They're really pretty. Also, thank you, LOONA, for not doing jewel cases. Thank you. Youngjae, Sugar. Youngjae was my second bias in GOT7. I love him. I like his solo career. I am so thankful he doesn't just do ballads. And I am honestly really surprised that out of all the GOT7 solos, his is the one that I really like the most. Granted, I don't plan on buying it. I haven't been collecting GOT7 for a while. I don't plan on buying the solo stuff unless Jinyoung were to do some stuff. Anyway, Youngjae. Good work, Youngjae. I'm just not buying it. Tan. W Series 2 Tan Wish version. I don't get the name. This was a fast turnaround. They just debuted, right? I'm pretty sure my thoughts for this were the same for the debut, and that it's better than I expected. But overall, yeah, I'm just not looking to buy new boy group stuff. Card. Card's back. Yay. It's actually crazy how long it's been since a card release. So I'm happy. I'm happy they're back. I have 2 card albums. I'll probably end up selling them. I bought them a while ago. I mean, they're like the first 2 albums. I bought them used at the time. I like card, but sometimes I don't like card. There's tracks that I love, and then there's tracks that I'm like, this is not my style. And this, I do like. It's kind of in the middle. I like it more than I think I would. But overall, it's just not a group I really connect with, especially for collecting wise. Also, this photo book, these photos, no! Mujin Room Volume 1. A name you might not be too familiar with, but he is very popular in Korea. What was this song? Traffic Light? Big song there. He's very OST sounding. He's like a male version of a female solo artist that I can't think of. Might be like a mix of Bull 4 and Stella Jong, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but he's got a little quirkiness to his voice that you either really like or you really don't. It's pleasant. I have kind of gotten to know him a bit from watching his YouTube show that he does with a bunch of K-pop idols. That I really like it. He's had Heesung from Enhypen on it, Taeyeon from TXT, Yoojung from Wavy, Chaewon from Seraphim. So many main vocals on his show, and they really had nothing to do with anything except I like his show, but I don't plan on buying his albums. Nayeon, Nayeon. I actually don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but it's I'm Nayeon. It's actually really cute. I like that name of the album. That's funny. I had fully intended on buying this. I do have a Twice collection, and I buy their solo stuff or any of their subunit, whatever they do, right? Outside of Twice, I would buy it, but I just never did. I also just had a really hard time picking a photo book because they're all so beautiful. The 4 versions though, that's what? That's a lot. Overall though, I'm quite happy with this release. I was kind of on the fence about it at first. It's grown on me. I still don't think I'm really going to revisit it that much. I still think in general I would just love subunits more than soloists from Twice. I found listening to her album, I just wanted Twice to be there. I do think it's a really good solo career though, so I'm excited for that. I'm happy it was fun, it was poppy. I don't know what to say. I just think it was well done. I just really want a Twice subunit. I love subunits. I think I'll end up buying this. I just don't know when, but it's on my to-do list. Just not right now. I spent a lot of money this month. Beauty Box, B-Step. Very new Goo Girl group. This is their first comeback. I don't think I talked about their debut. I might have. The debut album did have a physical, but it was very not easy to get. This, however, is getting normal sales. You can buy it on K-Town for you, I'm pretty sure. I do like this group. I think for the Nugu level they are, they're pretty good. There seems to be good production, good talent in this group, and I'm rooting for them. But I don't want to buy it. It's just hard. It's hard to buy new group albums because I'm always scared of disbandment. I don't like the feeling of having like this one album from a group and then they just disband so quickly. So I'm rooting for them. I just can't buy their albums. HUTA, boom. This is Minhyuk from B2B. That is his name, right? Minhyuk? Yeah. It's a full album and it's good. I think he might be one of the most overlooked like male soloists in K-pop from like a K-pop boy group. It's good. There are some vibes on this album, especially, you know, coming from B2B, who is the ballad group now, even though they had some bangers, some bops that I loved and I wish they did more of, but they don't. So it's really nice to have this that gives me that style that I would love from B2B. It was a good album. I added some songs on my playlist. I'm happy, but I won't buy it though. Solo artist. We've talked about it enough this video. You know my stance. Yoojung, underground idol #1. So only one of is doing solo releases. My impression is it seems kind of similar to what 17's doing with like the 13 tapes. I guess only one of is doing that as well. It had 2 songs on it, but I don't collect only one of. Not really my kind of group. And I don't really have any opinions or thoughts on this. It's just I'm not buying. Promise 9 from our Memento box. I bought the 3 versions because there's 3 now because 2 wasn't enough, I guess. But I also bought the 10 jewel cases. The reason why I bought the 10 jewel cases because when you buy it on Weverse, you get a special case for them. So that is why I bought them, because I wanted the limited special case. The things I do for you girls. Craxilver, make a dash. Craxilver. I don't know how you say it. New group, new band. This is like a band. Not like your K band. This is band. Yeah. It's decent. It's very similar to the music I used to listen to like before I got into my K-pop phase. I'm not gonna buy it, but I was surprised. This did get like a real K-pop kind of physical with photo cards and everything, because it's just so not K-pop that it's weird that it got kind of the K-pop treatment. It's just funny getting like photo cards. Yeah, you know, check it out. It's not really my thing though. I'm not gonna buy it, but cool. Hezie, Undo. I have 3 Hezie albums, I think. And I haven't been really collecting her that well. I don't plan on buying this. I think I've decided no more buying Hezie albums. Though I enjoy Hezie, she's just not someone I really want to fully collect. This was nice. Got some good vibes. There are some K-pop idols on this album. You have Minnie from G-Idol, and you have I.M from Monsta X as features. So that's kind of cool. Not buying. Oh, this was a full album though. That was kind of cool because she hasn't had a full album since like 2019 or something. Was that when She's Mine came out? I don't know. It's been a while. So that was the albums. Now the extras. First we have StayC Lightstick. Yeah, StayC has a lightstick now. I did buy it. Even though it totally... No, it doesn't break my rules. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I have my 2 rules when it comes to lightsticks. It needs to be an ult and or seeing them live. And I am going to see them live. So, The Boyz 2022. Come on, The Boyz. That's the name you went with? Yeah, it's a photo book. I collect the Boyz, not fully. Like, I'm not getting multiple versions. I don't need a photo book. They're expensive. So, nah. Ateez Fever Dear Diary DVD. I forgot to research. I don't know what this is. But my guess is it's just like a DVD of kind of like behind the scenes stuffs from the Fever series that Ateez did. I actually don't know. I don't think it's a concert DVD. So that's my only guess. I do collect Ateez, kind of, but I don't need this. No. Something like that is something I only buy for groups I'm like fully collecting, if not ulting. So, no. The NCT Sanrio collab. Yeah. NCT did a collab with Sanrio. I don't know what I'm doing. The only thing I want, I believe, is the party package and get Jaemin's version. Just because it comes in like a kit thing. Everything else, I think I'm okay passing on. There's a lot that's coming with this, and it's expensive. I can't. No. Mm-mm. And lastly, concert tickets. Just in general, concert tickets. A very big part of my money this month went to concert tickets. There's LOONA, ITZY, I guess TXT I bought before, but TXT, I'm missing someone, right? Well, then there's KCON. I do have a video I'm working on K-pop tickets in general for concerts. So I'm not going to speak much about it here. Hopefully I get that video out right after this one, if not before. I think I'm gonna have to do it after because I'm already kind of late with this. Stay tuned for that. I hope I do it. I hope I get it out in time and it turns out okay. But I do want to just talk about K-pop concert tickets in general and how crazy it is. With that, we're done. That is the anti-haul for June of 2022. Comment below, man. Tell me your fun stories of June. What did you buy? What did you not buy? What were your struggles? I really like the comments that come on these videos of just talking about collections and releases. And just having that conversation, man, right? It's okay to not buy everything, even the stuff that you really love. It's okay to buy stuff used. Tell me your woes about June because, oh my god, June was a really tough month to get through financially, and July is looking to be just as hard. So that's fun. But thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely time of day wherever, whenever you are. Mwah! Bye.